How's it going, rednecks? I'm out in my garage getting ready to work on my Denali because my interior lights are stuck on. And I have a feeling it's because of what's on my cluster right now. I have a right rear door ajar light and I need to fix that because this truck thinks that door is open and it's not. So why don't you join me and we're going to go through, we're going to figure out if the wiring's good first, and then we're going to try and solve the issue once and for all. So, sitting in the truck, there's going to be quite the echo, but first thing you want to do is check to make sure that this switch is not all the way up, because that is interior lights, so that one is down. As you can see, my lights are on. These are on a delay, but I know that's not the issue. I'm just in here because I want to show you what is happening right now. So, why don't we start the truck up, put it in gear, and I'll show you what I'm seeing on my cluster. As you can see, interior lights are on. Vehicle is running, indicated by my RPM gauge, and the dimmer switch is down. I'm going to put the vehicle into either drive or reverse, and there you go. I get a right rear door ajar. As you can see, it is securely closed. So let's see if we can figure out what's going on. So the first thing I suggest you do before you start with any of this is go to the door, whether it be the right rear, left rear, or the rear hatch, because this is going to apply to all three. Give them a good slam and make sure that it's just not latched or something's wrong with the switch, and if you slam it hard enough, it fixes it. I've clearly already done that, so the next case, we're going to start chasing down the body control module and checking our wiring. So, as you can see, I have my bezel already removed. And down here, there's a 7mm and another 7mm, and then this huge piece, plastic piece, pulls out from up there and right there. And that piece is right here. I've already removed it. So what do you say we start diagnosing the wiring? So on my phone, I have the schematic for the C6 body control module plug. And what we're looking for are pins A1, A2, A3, and that's for the lift gate, the right rear, and the left rear door switches. And that plug-in is right here. So this is your body control module tucked under here. And that plug-in is actually underneath the body control module. So I'm going to grab it right here. I'm going to pinch this blue tab right here, give it a little pull and a wiggle, and there we go. That is the plug-in we're after. So looking at my schematic, I'm going to be looking for the light green wire with a black stripe, because I'm working on my right rear door. If you're working on your left rear, you're going to be light blue and black, and then the lift gate is pink and black. So going to our connector here, you can see right up front, there's our pink with black, green with black, and blue with black. So we're going to be after this guy right here, this green with black stripe, so the second one in. So looking at the connector, we're going to be right there. So what we need to do, find a good ground, hook it to your voltmeter, and we're going to check for continuity here, or not continuity, we're checking for a ground signal. So we're going to have it in ohms resistance, and we're going to be checking everything because we're going to be checking that door switch, all the wiring, all the way up to here. So let me get you guys set up, and we're going to test that circuit. So before we test anything with our probe, I'm going to touch off on some ground, and that ensures that we have a good ground connection to my multimeter. So I'm going to test all three circuits for you guys just so you can get an idea of what we're looking at. So the first one right here is going to be the rear gate. We're good there. The right rear door. We're good there. And the left rear door. We got nothing. So that tells me that all this wiring's good. It's not grounded out anywhere, because what happens is when you open a door, it actually grounds these wires out. So I'm going to show you that by opening the left rear door and the right rear door and the gate, and then we'll have continuity through these. So let me go open them quick a sec. Alright, I'm back from opening my door. Let's test our meter again. Make sure it's still grounded. Yep, still grounds. So we're going to test the first circuit, which is our rear gate. It has 4 ohms of resistance. Our right rear door has 1.3, and our left rear door is about 1.1. So that tells me all my wiring's good, all my switches are good. We have a bad BCM, or body control module. So most people at this point would replace that body control module, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. And this ain't going to be for the first time, this will be for the third time. And I'm going to try and figure out what the frick is going on with that thing, and hopefully I'll be able to figure it out. If anything, I'll be able to show you guys what I found, and maybe some of you in the comment section can help me fix the issue I'm having, as well as help anybody else that's having this issue. So without further ado, I'm going to take and I'm going to remove my body control module. I think I have to remove these 4 10mm, and that will drop out this plate right here. And then I can pull that guy out. So with all those 5 plugins out, pull this guy out. There we go. Alright, so here at my beautiful workstation, we're going to open this thing up. And all we got to do is pry these tabs open from this side, and I think it opens up if I remember right. So we're going to grab a flathead here. And I'm going to just pry under this guy and that guy. There we go. We should be able to lift this guy right out. So this is what we're after right here. Alright, so looking at my board, I had to remind myself what I did last time. And thank goodness I wrote on here. Looks like these 2 pins are my right rear. So this is the plug-in that was on the bottom side that we were testing. So these 2 pins must be my right rear door. This is my left rear door. And what I was having a problem with are these guys right here. Let me get you on camera. Those guys right there were coming loose. I think that's your right rear, left rear, and then the straight line is a ground. So what I was doing is I was checking for continuity at them guys, and I redid the solder joints, and it took care of it last time. So I'm going to see if it'll fix it again this time. So trying to rehearse what I was figuring out last time is I had to check my ground. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th pin, top one, or the one, because there's bottom and top, I guess you would say, facing you. This one is ground. So I did resolder it ages ago, as well as this one's a ground. So if I touch off on that pin, I make sure that I got a good ground. My meter's all working. So what I found is if I take, and on these, let me zoom my camera in. This is a little hard to do. Everything's backwards and mirrored. There we go. So hopefully you guys can see this, but I have that ground wire on right now, and these are my chips, and I think this one's for the right rear, that one's for the gate, or this one's for left rear, that one's for the gate, and this one's for right rear. If I touch off on the back, I have continuity there, I have continuity there, but I have nothing here. Oh, I moved it around a little bit, and I had it for a second. There we go. I think that solder joint's broken again. So I'm going to resolder that and see if I can get continuity. Like, I easily touch off those ones and I get it. That one, get it for a second, but these ones are instant. Yeah, I got to move it around. So I'm going to try and resolder that joint, and we're going to see if it takes care of it. Shouldn't have to be said because it's going to be pretty clear here in a second, but I am not a professional, and this stuff's pretty small. So I'm going to put a little bit of flux there. I'm going to grab my solder. Prepare to be shocked that I can get anything done. Yeah, I got shaky hands here, so here goes nothing. We're going to put in my little solder. Touch off. Got a little ball on it. We're going to do all of these guys again. So there we go. So that should, in theory, take care of it. So let's see. Let's test them all again. Continuity, continuity, continuity. So I got it there now. Yeah, it's instant. Okay. So on the other side, I got nothing. So what we're going to do, here, I'll show you. So we're going to undo my ground clamp right here. So I'm going to take it off of this guy. Then, let me zoom you guys out. So I took it off my top ground here. I believe it's this one right here. So it's the one facing towards me here, kind of the between the two. Make sure it's not touching anything. Let me test it. Nope, yep. Is that the guy? Yeah, and I got no continuity between the other ones. So what I'm going to do now is test the other side of those. Middle one, I got continuity. That one, I got continuity. Once again, no continuity on the right rear. So I'm going to solder that joint now. We're going to see if that takes care of that. So I'll zoom you guys back in. So we're going to try and solder that back joint now. So we got to make sure we're not touching that other pin. I'm going to put a little dab will do ya. There we go. So I got continuity on them two, but nothing on this one. See, this is my problem. This is why I need you guys. I'm wondering if that chip is bad. So I got continuity on the other ones. Oh, this is complicated, guys, because I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure out in my little redneck ways. Yeah, I still got nothing on that one. Tell you what, we're going to go out there and we're going to plug this thing in, even though I don't have continuity on this side. So we got continuity, continuity, no continuity. And this one is my right rear. I got it labeled here as right rear. So let's go plug it in, see what it does. Alright, well, my interior lights are off. And I don't have my dome override on. Truck is started. We're going to put it in reverse. There we go. We got no light. I'm in drive. That fixed it. So there we go. I guess third time's a charm. Well, Rednecks, I was editing my last videos and I realized I never showed you that it worked. And in that time, I also learned that it's called a multi-layer ceramic capacitor. So I don't know how that's grounding out the circuit, but I'm here, future postal redneck, to show you that this is still working. So I'm going to get my garage closed and I'm going to open each one of these doors to show you that that's still working. So with my garage door closed, you can see and hear the vehicle is running. I'm going to open the driver door. You stay. Good boy. Alright. Goes out. We're going to go to the passenger back, or driver rear. All the lights go out. This is the rear gate. As you can see, it goes out. Now for the door in question. There we go. Still works. Close the door and they go out. And then the passenger front door. Good boy. Yup, they all work. Sadly, I don't know why my fix works the way it does, but hopefully it works for you guys and you can get your vehicle going. Otherwise, look down in the comment section. Maybe somebody has an answer to what's happening. But yeah, with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and get back to work. You tell them to, you with your paw, get back to work.